Hello and welcome to the final game of this JCC Maccabia tournament. We are coming to you from the Ezra Schwartz Memorial Baseball Ground here in Ra'anana, Israel, for the final game between the LA West team and the Israel team. Israel is playing the U17 under 17 team. And we are coming to you right now. As you can see, the celebratory first pitch is about to be thrown, or somebody is about to do something with it. My name is Eric Schatz, and I will be your host for the next, hopefully, 7 innings or less, depends on the score. Team Israel is the away team. They will bat first. Here are the lineups. Batting first, the first baseman, Aviv Bobrov. Batting second, the shortstop, Ty Bell. Batting third, Raz Kolakowski. He will be the catcher. Cleanup, and once again, it's always amusing when the cleanup is Daniel Spielman, who is the pitcher for Team Israel. Idan Menashe will be the extra hitter. He will bat instead of Stav Yanovsky, who will take the field and will not bat. Ofri Sela, the right fielder, will bat 6. Gur Goldberg will bat 7 and will take second base. Shai Chazoni on center field, and Itai Kamon will be the third baseman, and he will bat 9. LA West team who will face Israel for this finals game is now taking the field. They are Jackson O'Neill on center, Bobby Davis on the right field, Zach Goldstein, first base, Sami Rutten, second base, Zach Hauser on third, Ike Lieberman will be the shortstop, Joel Weinbach is the catcher, and Holden Newhouse is the pitcher. There is, you may notice that I don't know who the left fielder is. He is not in the batting lineup. I'm still waiting for the official who is all right. Jack Wolf, number 44, is left field. So Wolf, O'Neill, Davis, the outfield, infield is Goldstein, Rutten, Lieberman, Hausen, Joe Weinbach is pitcher, and the first pitch has been thrown. It is 10:40 local time, and we are on our way. That ball is low, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. The batter is Aviv Bobrov. He is a right-handed batter. He plays first base, but can also the pitcher, and he lines this ball perfectly to the third best batter, the third baseman for the first out, and now it is Ty Bell. Ty Bell also is a right-handed player. He is the shortstop, the power bat of the lineup. He has, if he can put bat on ball in a good position, that ball may leave the yard, so be wary. He swings over this one. So far, Holden Newhouse has his sights on the strike zone, and he pounds it. The umpire gives him the signal, and it is no balls and 2 strikes. That ball is low, and that is 1 ball and 2 strikes. We have a 3-umpire crew for this game. Behind the home plate is Daniel Rebluski. First baseman is Marco Hansel, as this ball is fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Uri Shani is on third base. You can see him to the left of your screen. We have a 3-umpire crew, so everything should be handled properly. No call will be unseen. That ball is grounded too short, And on a hop, and that ball is out. Ike Lieberman got into the ball but failed to deliver it properly to Zach Goldstein. That would be an A6 on the throw. Ike Lieberman is the shortstop, and and on the one hop he made it impossible for Zach Goldstein to catch, and Team Israel have their first base runner. And now Raz Kolakowski, the catcher, also right-handed. We will probably see most batter in Team Israel will be right-handed. And that ball is grounded to the second baseman. One pitch. They take out for a fielder's choice. They take out the lead runner 4-6 on the fielder's choice. 2 outs, and Raz is on first base. And now it will be Daniel Spielman. Daniel Spielman is the pitcher, and he bats cleanup. This is how we roll here in the JCC Maccabia baseball. We have pitchers batting first. We have pitchers batting cleanup. So everyone, and as I said, Aviv Bobrov, who batted first, is also a possible reliever for later. Very good pitcher himself, and also a very good pitcher so far is Holden Newhouse, who's attempting to Holden, the runner on first. He will now throw to the plate, and that ball is not in the zone, so that is ball 1 to Daniel Spielman. Idan Menashe, if Daniel can continue the inning. That ball is hit high, but landed foul. I think it was not caught, but it landed foul. So that would be 1 ball, 1 strike. The umpire was very, very close to the occasion. The right fielder, which is Bobby Davis, made an effort for it, but failed to catch the fly ball. Fortunately for LA West, that ball landed at foul territory, so it was not a base hit. And now the ball is high, it got loose. The runner will make it to second base on what is probably a passed ball. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs, and the runner is now on second base. And now we're gonna have a meeting of the minds. Runner on scoring position. Apparently maybe the catcher and the pitcher wants to have some discussion about things. All the infield is in, so they are probably discussing tactics. It has been what originally was a fairly quick inning, 2 outs. What looked to be 2 outs, but an error prolonged the inning. A pass ball now puts Raz Kolakowski on second base, and with 2 outs, Daniel Spielman is primed and ready to deliver what might be the first run of the game. This game will be 7 innings or less, and a swing and a miss for the pitcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7 innings or less, of course. Team who wins this game wins it all, takes the gold and the first place of this tournament. After 5 very, very gruesome days, teams here played 3 or 3 games, and another swing and another miss. Holden Newhouse gets his first strikeout and the 3rd out of the game, and that would end the inning. So an error and 1 left, and we go to the bottom of the first, and where Team LA West will get their first chance to put some bats on balls. Those will be first will be Bobby Davis on right field, Sammy Rutten, second baseman. Holden Newhouse is the pitcher, and he will be batting 3rd, mind you. Ike Lieberman, who is the shortstop, will be batting 4th. Jackson O'Neill batting 5th. He will be the center fielder. 6, Zach Hauser, 3rd baseman. Jesse Abrams is the DH. He is batting for Jack Wolf, who is on left field. Batting eighth is Joe Weinbach, who is the catcher, and Zach Goldstein will be the nine batter and first base. Daniel Spillman, he would be the pitcher for Team Israel. He is taking the mound as we speak, a right-handed pitcher, and will bat to the lineup of LA West, who is definitely going to try to cash in on the zero they have managed to limit Team Israel to. To help Daniel Spillman in his endeavors will be the following lineup in defense. In the outfield, left to right, Stav Janowski, Shai Hazoni, and Ofri Sela. First base is Aviv Bobrov. Second base, Gur Goldberg. Itai Kamon on third. Ty Bell is the shortstop. A tall guy, so he should be able to reach both on the ground and in the air. Raz Kolokowski is the catcher, and that is the lineup for Team Israel. Earlier today, Team Blue defeated Team Green for the third place. They will await the winner and the loser in this game to know who will be their their silver and gold medalist. Temperature at this moment is 33. Celsius, which, believe it or not, is 91.4 Fahrenheit. That is not a pleasant sight, I have to say. Players and coaches have been advised to make sure to drink plenty of water and stay in the shade as long as they can. At the moment, we have a very, very light wind coming in very light. We're talking about something like 4 miles per hour, which is barely felt in the field. And I believe everyone is ready for the first pitch in this game, and it will begin following another. I think all the players coming to the pitcher and telling him good luck and just put the ball over the plate, and we will take care of the rest. The umpire is. They should feel fortunate we don't tally mount visits in this game. Otherwise, they just burn up their first. The umpire checks with his comrade and gives the sign. The catcher is in. The batter is in. That is Bobby Davis, who is a right-handed player. And we will start immediately. First pitch, knocks one, out in the zone, nothing, and one. We thank everyone who is joining us in this presentation of Maccabia baseball. First pitch is a comebacker, throw back caught by Aviv Bobrov at first, and that is the first out, a comebacker on 2 pitches. And now it is Sami Rutten. Sami Rutten is the second baseman. He is also batting. Right, and once again, if anyone is concerned, the easiest way to know if the player is on your left, then he's right-handed. If he's on your right, he's a left-handed. Exactly the other way than it is with the usual camera angle you see on the big leagues, where it stands behind the pitcher. Second pitch on its way, not swung and not in the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. We will play 7 innings, and the winner of this game will win the gold. Loser will immediately win silver. So a medal is assured, and that ball is fouled back, and you can see it hit the netting behind the player, as you can, which caused our broadcast to wibble about. No worries there. It's our equipment is battle tested and have suffered the direct hits and everything other. Another swing, and this time no contact is made. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With one out, no runners on base, Holden Newhouse, the pitcher, is already on deck and getting his swings in. Fifth pitch off the at-bat comes in. Ball, so 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, first full count of the game, both sides, and that means a payoff pitch will be delivered momentarily. And that hits the pitch. I'm sorry, it's usually when you say it's the payoff pitch, anything could happen. Well, I did not count on the batter getting plunked, but he did. He looks okay and jogging to first base with a hit by pitch. And now with a runner on first, it is Holden Newhouse's. Holden Newhouse, who is batting. He is a right-handed batter, will face a right-handed pitcher, so once again a righty-on-righty battle. Pitcher getting his signs, runner on first, batting, throwing from the set position. And, well, he will eventually throw. Okay, now he's ready. The sign has been delivered. And we will see the first pitch, and that is swung at. Once again, a comebacker and an attempt to get 2 saves, says the umpire. So Holden Newhouse gets to first on the 1-2-4 fielder's choice. A time call. So once again, we have a very similar situation. Similar to what we saw on the first inning. The first batter was out. The second one reached. This one on a hit by pitch. The first one was on an error and was erased on a fielder's choice. This one a comebacker. So we now have a runner on first, 2 outs, and the batter is Ike Lieberman, right-handed, who is the shortstop. His number is 22. And he bats the shortstop, which gives you a kind of a mirror effect if you looked at both things in the same eye. And that ball currently in, and that is ball 1. So Holden Newhouse reached on his first pitch, grounded to first. So two grounders, comeback outs on the 2 grounders. It looks like Daniel Spillman is making sure the ball gets back to him. He doesn't, that was a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. He makes sure the ball gets back to him, and he takes care of it all. So he stands on the mound, leading the offense, leading the defense. He does it all, and the game is on his shoulders as it should be. This one is low, 2 balls, no strikes. Runner did not progress as the ball, the catcher and the plate were in the same position at the same time. 2-1 is the count. Probably running a stolen base position. The runner is getting ready, is shaking, shimming and rolling, but the ball is high and no movement. 3 balls, 1 strike. We would expect to see a lot of stolen base attempts, a lot of and we're gonna have a courtesy runner for the pitcher, which is not a full replacement. It's just a as they call it, a courtesy runner, because this is the pitcher and he should get ready if this is the last out. The runner is Bryce Lerner. He is replacing temporarily the pitcher. He would not replace him in the game. And that is ball 4. So we have 2 runners. First walk of the game, both sides. And that would be Ike Lieberman, who gets to first base. And Bryce Lerner is now on second base. And just to reiterate, it is not a pinch runner, which is a full relief. The relief player is leaving the game. This is basically just for this, just for this inning. And once the game is over, once the inning is over, the runners will replace. And we now have a stoppage in play as the coach of Israel, comes to talk to his to his battery mates, pitcher and catcher, and the runners also take a breather. It is once again very, very hot. The sun is blazing. There is no cloud in the sky, as you can see, hardly any wind to talk about. Although I can see the flags are waving, so maybe the wind situation is picked up. Another issue, we are playing on artificial grass, which unlike real grass the earth does not take any of the heat, but the heat is basically coming back to the players. Like, as you know, the situation with the snow, and that ball is, first of all, we have Jackson O'Neal, who is a left-handed player, and he sees the first ball outside for ball one. First left-handed batter, I think, on both sides. And he hits this ball, which should reach Goldberg 4-3, and that ends the inning. A hit by pitch, a walk, and 2 left. Score is still nothing on both sides, 0-0 game, and we will take a short break, tally up the numbers, and be right with you on the second inning. Second inning here in the final game of this tournament, and the batter is Idan Menashe, who's just seen a strike, and the second one, so 0-2. Idan Menashe, after him Ofri Sela, any one of them making it to the ball, Gur Goldberg, any one of those making it, then Shai Hazoni would be the fourth. That ball is low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 0-0 game. The winner of this game will be crowned champion of the JCC Maccabia tournament. Game started this Sunday. Teams were playing 2 games, one or two games. We had a very hectic schedule, and when the smoke cleared, 2 teams made it to number 3 and 4. That is Team Blue and Team Green. Team LA West and Team Israel made it to the finals. The winner would be crowned champion. Second place would get the silver medal. And the count is full on Holden Newhouse, who has been very, very good in his first inning. 1 strikeout, and the runner came in on an error. Anything else was fairly good. This ball is grounded foul. And the at-bat continues. Batter is Idan Menashe, is right-handed. He bats for Stav Winkowski, who is playing the field as the extra hitter or designated hitter or whatever it is called. And apparently the pitcher wanted a reset of the sign. He's getting the sign from the pitcher as we hear a plane coming over our heads. I see the flags are keep picking up, which is good. Only it means players really need to make sure they are well hydrated. We have a fair amount of crowd here as this ball is fouled back and over our head. So we have a fair amount of crowd here. I think mostly friends and family of the Israeli team players. So I would say about 20 or 25 people. So you may hear some clapping. This ball is low, and that is a walk. So a leadoff walk for Team Israel. First walk of the game for Holden Newhouse, who is now facing Ofri Sela, the right fielder, who is a lefty. So Ofri Sela will face Holden Newhouse as a lefty on righty match, or a righty on lefty as it should go, and that ball is way too high. Ball one. The batters, the Holden will, of course, attempt to Holden the running game of Team Israel. Team Israel would definitely attempt to force the hand of the other team by running. That ball is low and escapes the catcher, and that will get down to the second base as a wild pitch comes in. So 2 balls, no strikes. Wild pitch puts the runner on second base in scoring position. Second time Israel has put in a runner on second base. And the ball is strong, and you can even hear the sound of a foul ball being dribbled to the backstop, and we are 2 balls, 1 strike of Risela on right. We have a fairly deep outfield in this field, in this place. There's a dual complex, baseball and soccer, which the soccer is taking place in the outfield, making the outfield fairly large. And a good shout from the coaches of Team Israel gets the runner back. The runner is not taking a huge lead, with Ike Lieberman holding the runner, just playing behind the runner, and that ball is swung in. It will be fair. Zach Goldstein takes the out himself, 3 unassisted on the first out, which pushes Zidan Menashe to third, and he is now 90 feet away from home with 1 out in the inning. Gur Goldberg is the batter. Goldberg, the second baseman for Team Israel, can now, I don't need to tell you, but it would fill up the time. A good hit, a ground out, sacrifice fly. The options are on the table, as they say, with a runner 90 feet from home. A good stop by Joy Weinbach, preventing the runner from progressing. The last thing Team LA West wants is a cheap run on a wild pitch or a passed ball. They want the other team to earn it, maybe even pay a run for an out. A swing by Gur Goldberg makes it 1-1. So you obviously you will take an out for a run, but you will not. But a wild pitch or a stolen base or a passed ball would just put the runner home with no payment, and that hits the runner. First hit by pitch by Holden Newhouse, second in this game, and now the runners are on the corner, and the batter is Shai Hazoni, or Hazoni as it's written here, but here in Israel we say Hazoni. And now we have another meeting of the minds. I think there's some discussion to be made, and everyone is using this time to get a quick drink. So we have Gur Goldberg on first base by a hit by pitch, and Idan Menashe on third base after walking, getting to second on a wild pitch, and moving to third when Ofri Sela grounded to first base. Runners on the corner. The go-ahead run 90 feet from home. The batter is Shai Khazoni, a right-handed batter. As most of his friends and comrades in the team are. First pitch will not be thrown. An attempt to hold the runner, who was basically standing at first base, and jumped back and made himself safe. And now we have probably the first pitch, and that is bunted. That would get the runner home. Save, says the runner. We have a suicide squeeze, believe it or not. A suicide squeeze. The runner was running before contact was made. And we have himself, and Shai Hazoni has himself an RBI fielder's choice on a suicide squeeze that was safe, and that is the first run. What a play. Gur Goldberg takes second, and Shai Hazoni has now put himself with an RBI bunt on fielder's choice on first base. Israel is now leading this game 1-0. Very excellent play. I have not seen a suicide squeeze in forever. And this is now Itai Kamon, who is the 9th batter for Team Israel. He sees the first ball as a strike. So the runner was, the batter was bunting. The runner started running before contact was made. That makes it the suicide. And a very good thing he did, because the ball was immediately sent back. The call was on the base, tag was made, but not in time, and that made the runner safe, and the batter gets an RBI fielder's choice. So the score is now 1-0. No hits on other side, believe it or not, and the runners were taking a little bit of a leisure lead, and Holden looked back and made everyone go back, and now that ball is once again high, and the count is 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in this inning. It is so far no hits on either side. We had an error, we had a walk, a hit by pitch, a fielder's choice, but no hits. And Team Israel is also and the LA West also no hits. The only runner they had was via the walk. This is the 4th pitch of the at-bat, and it will be delivered, and it is not swung, but in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And 1 run already. The coach for Team Israel is trotting along the lines, very, very happy with him, with his boys' performance. The third base coach taking space and a swing, and that would be the 2nd out and the 2nd strikeout for Holden Newhouse. And he will now go back 2nd time through the lineup, and he will face Aviv Bobrov. Aviv Bobrov started and put a great move. It made great contact, but it was directed at Zach Hauser on 3rd base, who made the first out. Aviv Bobrov is now making another good contact, just I would say on the left side. 2 feet to the right would have been a great hit, maybe even an RBI. But as it is, this is just a foul ball. Runners on first, that Shai Khazoni, Gur Goldberg on 2nd, 2 outs in the inning. And once again, an attempt to get the runners, and that will fail. And fortunately for LA West, the runner, that is Gur Goldberg, did not see the ball as it rolled into the outfield. He would have made 3rd, and there would be a double movement on the error. This ball is high, and this ball is fair, says the runner. 1 run is in. The runner is being waved. The 2nd run is being waved home. A double, and a 2-run double for Aviv Bobrov, who is now standing in 2nd from second base. Shai Chazoni followed suit from first. Two runners were waved in. The runner stands on second as the ball was returned. A two-run double, and the score is now 3-0, 3 runs in the inning. And once again, we have something, it will be once again a conference of the umpires with the coaches. And I have no idea what they are talking about. You can see them on the left side of your screen. And we will await to see what kind of, I think somebody in the defense argues that something was not made properly, but it doesn't matter. Situation apparently resumes. No changes were made. Whatever the appeal or the argument was not expected. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second, 3 runs already in. Team Israel with an excellent 3-run inning. And now Ty Bell reached on an error. Ty Bell, who reached on an error, will be the batsman, and he had 2 outs on one hand and a runner on second on the other. A ground out or a base hit to right would get once again. The screen shakes as Ty fouls this one backward. A good hit to the right would get the 4th run, but a bad hit will get him out. So let's see everything once again. All the options are on the table. The runner is not running. This ball is grounded foul. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Second base. And now we await the 3rd bit of the at-bat, and that will be delivered now, and that ball is below the knees for the first ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the at-bat. A very, very costly inning so far. 6 batters came to bat. 3 of them reached first base. 4 of them reached first base. 3 of them got home. That ball is not in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 3 runs are already in. An RBI bunt for Shai Chazoni and then 2 RBI double for Aviv Bobrov. A lot of chatter between the coaches. That ball is not in the zone, probably inside, as from my view it looks to be above the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes, yet another full count, 2nd full count of the inning by Holden Newhouse, who is doing a very, very good job. But I have to say, Team Israel is just putting bat on ball and making him pay for the bad pitches he throws. He doesn't throw a lot of them, but when he does, the batter work, and Ty Bell asks for time. It is very hot here. I'm reminding you the 33 degrees Celsius, which is again about 91 degrees Fahrenheit swing, and the runner will have to go back as this one is once again fouled back. Every time a ball is fouled back, you can see the entire screen shaking and shimming, and but we are hello Matthew, and the score is 3-0 Team Israel. We are at the top of the 2nd inning, so an inning and a half played, and that is swung at, and that would be the 3rd strikeout for Holden Newhouse. However, 3 runs are already in, and the score is indeed 3-0 Team Israel. We go to the bottom of the 2nd inning.
היה בזה איזושהי שליטה? אתה יודע איפה הכדור בכלל? לדעתי הכדור נשאר פה, זה הצלחה למצוא. I think so. הנה, באיגי מצאתי. לא, זה. יופי, עכשיו לאן כדאי שתזרוק לי? לחזק, כל השאר שטויות, אתה מבין? אין למידה הרבה פעם.
None of the second 3 runs are in. Team LA West still without a hit, 1 hit for Team Israel, which was the 2-run double on 2 outs. We have spoken to the third base coach for Team Israel, talking to him about the suicide squid, and he said, well, I signaled for a safety. Apparently the runner was too excited, and he basically started running way too early, which was good because otherwise he would have been out. The play was bang bang on the field. The batter now is Zach Hauser. He is a righty, and he will face Daniel Spielman for a second inning. Makes good contact, and that would be the first hit for LA West. Will go attempting a double and will reach safely as the ball didn't, and Kurt Goldberg fails. Sorry, that's Ty Bell. The shortstop did not catch the ball properly, and that is the first hit in the game for LA West. A very, very good game. If this situation continues, I think we are expecting a good offense on both sides. Team Israel have shown us that they can definitely take advantage of the gifts and the situation. It is time for LA West to do the same. The batter is Jesse Abrams. He is the DH, batting for Josh Wolf on left. He is a right-handed player, getting the first ball on top of the zone, but that is first ball. Jesse Abrams and Joe Weinbach and Jack Goldstein, assuming no double play, of course. Pitcher is to Daniel Spielman, and that ball once again makes contact. Great catch by Aviv Bogrov. Anticipated this one all the way, a line out to first base. This was one of those, they make it look easy. You can see him locked on the ball, making sure he would get it, and then through to second, but the runner was also wary of the situation. This wasn't one of those, great plays, but it was great because you can see the fielder knowing where the ball is, where to position himself. Batter is now Joe Weinbach. Joe Weinbach is a right-handed player, and he is the catcher for LA West, batting 8, fouling the first ball. Score is 3-0 Team Israel. One hit in the game so far. Runner on second, and that ball is hit back, so Runner on second. Sorry, one hit each team. Zach Hauser made a double for Team LA West, and he's standing on second. No balls, 2 strikes. Joe Weinbeck, the batter, is now facing Daniel Spillman and asks for time. The wind is now blowing harder, but unfortunately that is not improving the situation. It's a very, very hot wind, and I'm truly hoping players would swing faster at balls. That ball was inside and high. Better to bend down to make sure that it doesn't get blocked. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We are very, there's no worry that we have a medical team nearby. Players were advised to drink a lot, make sure they don't get dehydrated. That ball is in the dirt, if there was a dirt. What you see before you is painted grass, painted artificial grass, just painted brown, so it looks like a dirt. So that ball is in the artificial dirt, I would say. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wonders of artificial grass. Everything here is painted. We are painted. The world is painted, and that ball is inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher did not paint the strike zone and missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, 1 out. Payoff pitch is down, and that is the second walk allowed by Daniel Spillman. Puts Joe Weinbeck on first, Zach Hauser remains on second, and Zach Goldstein would be batting 9. And once again, catcher is being relieved by the courtesy runner. Once again, that is Bryce Lerner, who has learned to cope with his position. He is apparently the designated courtesy runner. Zach Goldstein is the batter, first baseman, batting 9th, and he has a runner on first and a runner on second, batting right-handed, looking at the first ball in the zone, nothing and 1. So we have ourselves 2 walks in the first, 1 walk in the inning, 1 double, and batters on first and second. Signs have been delivered. The pitcher takes stock his defense and throw that ball way high. 1 ball and 1 strike. So with 1 out, we will definitely see Bobby Davis coming to bat. Well, definitely is not definite, but we are trying to be as definitive as we can. And we have ourselves a new pitch, swung out, fouled up, and the ball is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right.
So the score remains the same. One runners on first, runners on second. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. The pitcher takes aim, releases the ball, swung out. That would ground out to shortstop, to second base, and the relay throw not in time. That throws a boots, and the runner gets home on the 6-4 fielder's choice. No error on the play. And an RBI for Zach Goldstein. Joe Weinbeck is out 6 to the shortstop. Zach Hauser. Now it may be technically Zach Hauser should may get an error on the last. Okay, I was fast. I spoke out of order. There was no error on the play that allows Zach Hauser to reach third. There might be an error on the play, and yes, that's what it was. And it is an E4 allowing the runner to reach home. And now it is Bobby Davis who has runner on first and 2 outs in the inning. Swinging at the ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. So just to reiterate, The furthest choice and the runner, Zach Hauser, reaching third. There was no error because you cannot assume the double play. However, once both runners made it safe, the error on the throw allows for the runner from third to reach home, and that is an error on the play. That is an unearned run at the moment. And we have a ball low in the ground, so that is 2 balls and 1 strike for Bobby Davis, who is currently 0 from 1. Will definitely try to get himself on the board with a hit. No swing at the ball in the dirt, and 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 run is in, a runner on first. That is Zach Goldstein. He doesn't get an RBI because that reached on an error, so I will erase the little dot I put next to his name. And that ball is strike, so the count is now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first, a runner on first, 2 outs. Payoff pitch coming right up. Low, and the inning continues. Second walk of the inning, 3rd overall for Daniel Spielman, who is now as runners on first and second and needs another out to get out of the inning. He gets a ball from his catcher, that is Ron Kolonkowski. So the coach, once again, coaches comes in and has something to say to the umpire. I'm probably assuming he has, I don't know, maybe argues the place of the sun, because I don't have any idea what his claim is now. But as you know, a good quarrel in the 2nd inning may end up to be a change decision in the 5th or something like that. You can never know. Just sowing the seeds and hoping to reap them later. And we are now still in the bottom of the 2nd. Score is 3 Israel, 1 LA West. Runners on first, that is Zach Goldstein, and second, excuse me, first that's Bobby Davis, second that is Zach Goldstein, and the ball is a strike to Sammy Rutten. And he was apparently hit by the pitch, moves him to first. And now we have bases loaded, so Sammy Rutten is on first, Bobby Davis on second, and Zach Goldstein on third. 2 outs in the inning, bases are loaded. On the first, that wasn't a strike. I thought the umpire was signaling strike, but no, he was signaling hit by pitch. And once again, okay, now we can see, I can even tell you what the Israeli coach is arguing. He argues that the batter initiate the contact with the ball by pushing his elbow in, and now the umpires once again, I mean, you would think that with the heat being, with the temperature being this hot, and it's about to get, and we are almost at noon. It's 11:30 a.m. so we are closing to noon. Sun is about to reach zenith. It is hot, very hot. You would think the coaches would allow the game to progress, but instead, no, they keep on piling requests and questions, and once again, no change was made by the umpires. We just lost a minute in the heat. I'm sitting in the shade with some ventilators, so what do I care? But okay, the game continues. Running on fifth, Sammy Rutten. Runners on second, Bobby Davis. Running on third, Zach Goldstein. We have 2 outs in the inning, and somebody asked for time. Now the pitcher would go to the windup with the bases loaded, because there is no risk of stolen bases. The only base you can steal is home, and I don't think anyone would attempt that. And the ball is low, and that is ball one. Finally, we get this at bat going on. So it's the pitcher throwing to the pitcher. Holden Newhouse is facing Daniel Spillman. Holden Newhouse 0 from 1, fielder's choice in the first inning. You will see a second one, also low, no swing, no movement by the pitcher. 2 balls, no strike. At this stage, I would probably assume the batter would just let the pitcher throw himself into first base. He doesn't do that. Strike in the middle of the zone. No movement by the batter, who is now seeing his first strike, and that is 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs, and the bases loaded. Strike, says the umpire, and that is the second strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs. Let's see if Daniel Spillman can pull out the Houdini act and get himself out of this inning with only 1 run in. No, he does not. The Israeli dugouts were screaming. The audience already sing, but the man who counts, Daniel Wroblewski, at first says no, that is a ball, and once again the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at motion, swing and miss, and that is the first strike. Third out of the inning. 1 run is in, and the score is 3-1. Team Israel fills up the bases and left them hanging, and we are going to the top of the third. Stay with us. Yeah, I can definitely make myself louder. I can always make myself louder. Thank you, Matthew. So, 3-0 is the score right now, and we have the batter is Raz Kolakowski, who is the he's the catcher, and he is now getting his second ball. I think the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. I have to wait for the official announcement. So 2 hits on the play at the moment. That's the second strike. So okay, 3 balls and 1 strike, not 2 and 2. So that is the first strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball is down, and that is a walk. And Raz Kolakowski gets himself on board via walk. First walk of the inning, second walk allowed by Holden Newhouse in this game. And just to recapitulate, we had 3 runs in the second inning by Team Israel, followed by a run for Team, and that ball escapes the fielder and the runner takes second on the E1. So an error by the pitcher allows the runner to get to second base, and he has now in scoring position with no outs. The ball was thrown so hard that even though the fielder fell on the runner, he had to peel himself, he could still get to second base by the time the ball was returned. Batter now is Daniel Spielman. So he is the pitcher who faces his counterpart and gets his ball 1. Daniel struck out in the first inning, and he will not strike out here. That is a fair ball. Runner is being held, and the ball is returned, and on the throw, the runner is getting to second base. So a single for Daniel Spielman moves Raz Kolakowski to third, and Daniel then takes a second on the throw, which came in to the catcher, the pitcher, but did not get to second base, so he takes the third on the throw. Now we say the scoring is that he made it on he made it on the throw, no error on the play hit this time. And now runners on second and third with no out, and the batter is Idan Menashe. Idan is walked in this first at bat and sees a ball. He saw 8 pitches in his previous at bat. 4 of them were strikes and 4 of them were balls, which allowed him to get into first base. He is now facing Holden for the second time and sees a ball high. 2 balls, no strikes. On second base is Daniel Spielman. Third base is Raz Kolakowski. A base hit now will make it 5-1. No swing, but a strike calls the umpire. The umpires are Daniel Radulski behind the home plate, Marco Hensel on first base, Uri Shani on third base. We are playing with a full cadre of 3 umpires this time at this final game. Swing and obviously a miss, and that is the 3rd out. So once again I missed the strike. Okay, sorry, that's the 1st out. 4th strikeout for Holden Newhouse, 1st out, and that was not a 2-2. That was a 1-2. That was not 2-1. It was the 1-2. And the batter now is Ofri Sela. Ofri at the bat. Runners on second and third. 1 out. A good hit here. A hit to the outfield will make it At least one run. That ball will reach the out hit. First runner is waved. Second runner is waved in. Ofri is grounded into the outfield. First base and 2 RBIs to his name as he moves Raz and Daniel home, and the score is now 5-1. Team Israel just made a very, very important step in this game, a 5-1 advantage in the third inning. We're playing 7. There's, of course, there might be a different number of innings if and when, but at this point 5-1 is very, very good for Team Israel. But of course, nothing is set in stone. We have 1 out in this inning and a runner on first. The batter is Gur Goldberg. Gur was hit in his previous at bat, and he sees the ball very high, and a very late stolen base, you have to say, but a stolen base nonetheless. And that puts Ofri Sela in scoring position. As I said, the running games is going to be very prominent in this game. Because you obviously can't assume the catchers are not have not the same strength that an MLB catcher has. So you can obviously assume a lot of hits. This one got into second. There is a tag on third. So a fielder's choice for Goldberg, a 6. Ofri Sela is out on the bases, tagged by the shortstop, 42nd out. And with 2 outs, runner is on first, and it is now Shai Chazoni. Shai has already he made a bunt for a fielder's choice or a sacrifice bunt, however you want to look at it. This will not be a sacrifice, but this will be caught. No, it won't be caught. That's an error on the right field. And the runner is waved home, waved all the way from first. And the slide is safe. That is an E. That is an E9 all the way, allowing Gur Goldberg to run all the way from first and third base for Shai Chazoni. That is the third run of the inning, and we'll make it 6-0 Team Israel. A very costly mistake by the right fielder, which is Bobby Davis. The ball was in and out of his glove, allowing the runner to score all the way from first and putting Shai Chazoni himself on third base, 90 feet away from home. And this is a wild pitch that may not get him home. He is out. So a wild pitch makes Shai Chazoni attempt to get home, but he is tagged. 3 arrows, yeah. And as Ruti, that score is not 3-1, that score is now 6-1, as Team Israel do manage to get 3 runners across the plate. I don't even know how many of them are earned. I think that at least one of them is unearned, but we will make, and Team Israel will make a change. We will tabulate everything and get back to you.
IT.
יאללה שלך.
Bottom of the third here in Ra'anana. Team Israel is leading 6-1. We have a new pitcher, which is Boaz Wohlgelernt. I hope I pronounced that right. He is a right-handed pitcher, relieving Daniel Spillman. Daniel Spillman now goes to first base. There's some changes in Team Israel's defense. We'll wait the end of this at bat to go over them. This ball is foul. The batter is Ike Lieberman, who walked on his first attempt. He is now, the count is 1-2 strikes against him, and he is facing Boaz for the first time. This ball is struck, well struck, and will drop for foul. So that is 1-2 strikes. So Boaz Wohlgelernt is now the pitcher. Daniel Spillman is moved to first base. Aviv Bobrov to second. And Gur Goldberg is now at third. Ty Bell still in shortstop. And the rest is as it was. Stavinkowski, Shai Chazoni, and Ofri Sela at the outfield. And Raz Kolonowski, the catcher. Time is asked by the batsman. 1-2 strikes for Ike Lieberman, the shortstop for Team LA West, who are now 5 runs in the hole. 1 out of the 6 runs, 5 are earned. Swing, and as Ike is swinging over this ball, allowing Boaz Wohlgelernt his first strikeout, and that's the second strikeout, consecutive strikeout for Team Israel pitchers, but the first one for Boaz. And he will face now Jackson O'Neill, the center fielder. Jackson has ground out second in his previous attempt at the first inning. The only left-handed batter in the LA West team. He sees the first ball down and out, and that is ball 1. 5 runs out of the 6 for Team Israel were earned. The only unearned run is the one was reached by the error. The one made by Gur Goldberg, who reached on the E9, the error at right field that allowed him to reach all the way from first base. Ball is once again high, and the count is 3 balls, no strike. Jackson O'Neill and Zach Hauser, Jesse Abrams, if either of them gets on base, fouls the bunt and sees the ball low and takes his base via the walk. First walk allowed by Boaz Wohlgelernt. Daniel Spillman threw 41 pitches for 2 innings, allowed 1 earned run, 1 run which was earned on 1 hit. 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 hit by pitch, and no wild pitches. The only wild pitches were on the other side. So that is his tally for this game. And now Boaz is opening his own account, opening a tab, and the runner is running, and the ball is way outside, but no progress on the stolen base by Jackson O'Neill, who didn't even wait on his first ball to get didn't even hesitate and ran as soon as he could, putting himself in scoring position. This is the 3rd inning. Score is still 6-1. So at this point, if nothing changes, we will have our full scheduled 7 innings. if, assuming Team Israel manages to extend their lead above the 10 run deficit, then we will have a shortened game. But for now, nothing has changed as the pitcher moves away from the rubber to check the runner. The runner is taking not a big lead. Oh my God! And the umpire was hit by a foul ball, smacked in the face. Not exactly. I mean, that's part of the dangers of the situation. And you think to yourself, standing in the heat, 94 degrees, having to bend down, and then you get smacked in the face. This is what umpires is all about. This is like the forefront, the Navy SEALs of baseball. This is what we have here. Oh, and he's back. Okay, that was quick. I thought he would take like 30 minutes to relax, but no. Runner takes. You can see him on your screen. It takes a very, very conservative lead. Another foul ball, foul back, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So defense is not holding the runner on second. They are playing in their positions. Third base is not on the line. First base not either. Ball is thrown. It is a bit high, and the runner will take third on the wild pitch, which soared above the Raskolokovsky's hand, allowing Jackson O'Neill. So Jackson, without any movement by Zach Hauser, has put himself on third base, and that is a ball, filling up the that ball fills up the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Payoff pitch is high, and the batter is sorry, that was 2 balls, 2 strikes. So now it is 3 balls and 2 strikes. So this one is the payoff pitch. Next ball would put the runner on first. That won't be it, as Zach swings and makes contact, fouling the ball up and over the fence. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third. Team Israel is positioned regularly. They will give up. Well, they won't give up anything, because that is a ball, that is a walk, second consecutive walk allowed by Boaz. So, okay. So second consecutive walk allowed by Boaz, and now he will face Jesse Abrams with 1 out and runners on first and third, and for that he will have a chat with his catcher, who probably exists. He's basically explaining to him what is set and what is not, if I can judge correctly. And the wind is picking up, as you can hear in my mic. And that ball is outside of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. The batter is JC Abrams. JC lined up to the first baseman, previous first baseman. It is a different first baseman now. And the runner is running. No attempt to make it. No attempt on the third base, and he makes it back. So the catcher throws to second, to the third, not to second. Well-known attempt. Steal from first to second, and then if the throw goes to the second baseman, a delayed steal from third home. But the pitch, the catcher threw to first base and was almost caught the runner, which came back a time came back quick. So now a stolen base placed the runner at second base, and another swing makes the count. I think 2 balls, 1 strike. We will immediately see. Three balls, 1 strike, sorry, and that is ball 4, so a third walk. So a third consecutive walk, and this is getting a bit hazy now. The tying run is on deck. 4 batters in, 1 out, and bases are loaded. 3 consecutive walks put in. Allows for runners to be on the bases. The runner now is not the tying run. The tying run is on deck and will get there if any one of those will score. What better is Joe Weinbach, who, believe it or not, walked in the second inning, so he's no stranger to walking. Once again, we have some pep talk by the catcher to his battery teammate. And Boaz is now deep down in the hall with runners on first, second, and third. I do believe we have once again. Yeah, we once again have the courtesy runner for the runner and first. That is JC Abrams, who has been temporarily relieved by Jack Wolf. And the pitch is swung at. I don't even know if it was in the zone, but a strike nonetheless, fouled back and over the fence. Strike 1 for Joe Weinbach. Ball is in motion. That ball is played, and it will be a hit. 1 run is in. The second runner is held at third base, and second runner is out on the bases via the run out. So we have 1 run in on a single by Joe Weinbach. Zach Hauser gets to third and will stop there, but Jesse Abrams overran the base and was basically thrown out. 8-6-4, I think, on the run out. And once again, we have a courtesy runner. This one is Bryce Lerner replacing Joe Weinbach, the catcher, at first. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. So, as they say, away out of the inning for Boaz Volgelante, 1 run in, so that makes it 6-2. And only the second hit by Team LA West on this one. And we have now the batter is Zach Goldstein, fielder's choice in his first attempt. Got all the way to third base and remained there when the inning was over. He tries to hit this one and fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners are Joe Weinbach on first. He attempted to steal, but now we'll have to move back. Once again, runners on the corner. Definitely would try to force in a throw, attempt the steal from first to second in an attempt to cause Kolakowski to throw the ball to second, which might allow the runner from third to reach home on a delayed steal. That ball is in, that throw is out, but the runner is not moving. And so a stolen base indeed, and the throw was high, but the runner decided to chose caution over and decided to stay, which makes it makes put the runners in second and third instead of second and home. And that was a strike, by the way, so the count now is 1-2, 2-2 as this ball is high. So 2 outs, 2 outs, 2 on, 2-2 is the count, and another strike would not beat third, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. A payoff pitch is imminent and will be delivered after a while, I hope. 3-2, high, and another walk. That would be ball. That would be the 4th walk allowed this inning by Boaz Vogelunter, who is the only reason he's only 2 outs is because of the overrun on the previous attempt. He looked at his coach, and the coach is moving in, so I don't know what we're going to see. Perhaps a change. Yeah, change. So after 4 walks and a run, the boss is relieved. He is still in charge of the runners, responsible for the runners at first, second, and third. And we will have a change. We'll get back to you immediately. Bottom of the third, we have a relief pitcher. Itai Kamon is coming in for Boaz Vogelunter. Boaz threw 29 pitches, 2/3 of an inning, allowed 4 walks and 1 strikeout, 1 hit, and 1 run so far. He is responsible for, putting the 3 other runners on first, second, and third. He's not responsible for what happens to them in the near future. That is Itai Kamun's job. He is also a right-handed pitcher. He is with 2 outs. The batter is Bobby Davis. Bobby is 0 from 1. Walk and grounded out. First ball is not. He doesn't attempt to hit the first ball, and that is a ball. So 1-0 is the count. Itai gets the signal, aims and throws. No movement. 2 balls, no strikes. So 2 very good innings by Daniel Spillman, and then 2/3 of an inning by Boaz, and already the catcher, which is still run Kolonovsky, is going to speak with his pitcher, maybe a change of signs, or maybe a change of area, or maybe just reminding him that I put the glove in the zone, just try to get it. Aim to the zone, that's what he says. And now the ball is thrown, and no swing, and no strikes. 3 balls, no. 3 balls, no strikes. The next ball will move in. The runner makes it 6-2. A strike here would be most welcome by the pitcher and and the team Israel. So the game is on the line, and that is a strike, and that is the batter threw his bat, was already. He saw himself on first base with an RBI or the RWI or the IBBI, depends on how you look at it. A run walked in, but no, strike says the umpire, and the batter would not even wait for the second ball. That is fouled back, and all of a sudden we have a full count. There are those 3 quick strikes in succession. Other than the pitcher relief, there are no other changes in the Israeli lineup or the fielding position. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 2 outs. This ball can change the whole course of the game, I would say. And it is not a strike. It is a walk that would move in the runner and prolong the inning. First walk for Itai Kamon, 5th walk of the inning, moving Zach Goldstein to second, Joe Weinbach to third, and Zach Hauser scores on the run batted in by Bobby Davis. And now it is Sammy Rotten, who has been hit by pitch twice, and I'm sure he would really appreciate not getting hit by pitch on the third time, and he sees a strike. No balls, 1 strike. That ball way too high, and it is 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs are in, both of them charged to Boaz. 6-3 is the score at the moment. Swing and nothing. Sammy Rotten makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Itai is now 1 strike away from ending this inning on what would look like a minimum damage. 2 runs out of with bases loaded for most of the inning, and that is low, no movement by the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. Bobby Davis on first. He got there by a walk. Zach Goldstein on second. He got there by a walk. Joe Weinberg, a hit. Got himself to third.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Good.
And the throw pitch is one stopped for a moment. You could hear like everything went silent, but the pitch was down, and it is a full count yet again, 2nd consecutive full count. A walk here would make it 6-4. A strike here would end the inning, and it's swung, and it is a strike out. First strikeout for Itai Kamon ends the inning. Bases remain loaded. 2 runs are in. Score is 6-3. Team Israel, who comes now to bat at the top of the 4th, and the game is still open and in the air. Stay with us. Take a short break. Top of the fourth here in Ra'anana. We are playing 7 innings baseball for the first place in the JCC Maccabia tournament. We have a new pitcher, that is Bryce Lerner. Bryce will relieve Holden Newhouse. Holden, through 3 innings, allowed 6 runs on 3 hits, 5 of them earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, hit a batter, and threw a wild pitch. He threw 60 pitches overall, and now it is Bryce Lerner, who is a lefty, a first lefty pitcher in this inning. We have been playing for just almost over an hour and a half, so plenty of game left. This inning would be the halfway point, and the batter is Itai Kamon, who is now the pitcher. Itai Kamon, who is now the pitcher. He takes a ball and he takes another ball, so that is how is it called? Fakes a bunt and takes a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Bryce Lerner is facing team number 9, 1 and 2 for Team Israel, both 3. And will attempt to hold them at bay. The score is 6-3. This what a competitive score, I would say. Puts that is ball 4, which was not competitive at all, and that is a 4-pitch walk
Let's go!
for Itai Kamon as the wind picks up, and a first walk for Bryce Lerner. And we go to the top of the lineup. Aviv Bobrov, Ty Bell, and Raz Kolokovsky. Aviv Bobrov is now the second baseman for Team Israel. He will face Bryce Lerner with a runner on first and no out. That ball is a strike. So Team Israel 6 runs on 3 hits. Team LA West 3 runs on 2 hits, 5 errors all around. 3 for LA West, 2 for Israel. But that's to be expected. Pitch. Third pitch of the at-bat, and a runner runs. The ball is thrown, but the runner was safe. And that is what the umpire also say. So stolen base puts Itai Kamon on second base. And with the count 2 and 1 to Aviv Bobrov, the pitch is inside, and that would make it 3 and 1. So once again, a 3-ball count against Bryce Lerner, who is in danger of walking his second consecutive batter. No, that's a strike, says the umpire, and that fills up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, runner on second, sorry, with no outs. Temperature is now rising, and the batter would attempt to steal. Out, says the umpire. So that was a walk for Aviv Bobrov, second consecutive walk. But the runner, that is Itai Kamon, attempted to steal third on that, but was caught short by a good throw from the catcher, which made it out, the first out. And now Ty Bell once is facing Bryce Lerner with a runner on first, not on second, and 1 out. So it's 2-5 on the caught stealing, if you are keeping score, and why the hell would you? And Ty Bell sees another strike that would make it I think 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
That is correct. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first, that is Aviv. Second walk, 2 walks and 1 out. You can't get better than that. The ball is down, but no movement by the runner. 2 balls, 1 strike, so 2 balls. It's kind of similar to something that happens to Team Israel. They also had a runner out on the bases. So while the opposing pitcher, which was at that time Boaz Wolgelernter, allowed a 4 walks and 1 hit, he did get the second out on the bases, which allowed them to escape that inning with fairly minimal damage. And now it is 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. A runner would remain on first as the throw gets thrown to the base runner, to the base. But Zach Goldstein does not, has no problem getting the ball, and Aviv Bobrov has no problem getting back standing. Finally, the pitch goes home, and it is high. 3 balls, a third consecutive 3-ball count. 1 strike against Ty Bell, who will probably attempt to swing at the next one, which he doesn't, and good thing he doesn't, because that is a walk. That is a ball. Third consecutive walk moves Aviv Bobrov to second. Ty Bell will stand in first. And once again, we're going to have a meeting of the minds on the mound, as the pitcher apparently has no idea where the strike zone is, which is possible. I have also no idea where the strike zone is. The only difference is I'm not there and he is, so it is the man who takes the mound who is taking the blame for whatever happens. And this is why pitcher wins and loses you the match. And at this moment, with 1 out, runners on first and second, and it does not seem to be any relief. No, the coach basically makes some fielding changes, but nothing in terms of no changes are made on the field in terms of the battery. So Bryce Lerner will remain on the mound, and he will face Raz Kolakowski. Raz is 1 and 2. He has a fielder's choice and a walk in the second inning. He also has a run to his name, and he will eventually, once the debates and the coaching subside, he will face Bryce Lerner. And I do think there are changes on the field. I have no idea who made what. Maybe that's when they have a drink. Okay, I'm assuming no changes were made on the field. We have not been briefed of anything, so everything remains the same. Runners on first, runners on second, 1 out in the inning. Raz Kolakowski is the batter. Bryce Lerner is the pitcher. Ball is swung out and fouled back, and it is 0-1. And you can hear the cries because the ball, every time a ball is fouled back, you can hear the cries of pain made by the local union members of the Association of Baseball. You know, they have to recompense that ball. That ball is far, that ball is high, and that ball won't be caught. The runners are waved. 1 runner is waved on. The second one is told to stay. The play at the plate, not in time, as the runner jogs in, and an RBI single for Raz Kolakowski makes it 7-3. Aviv Bobrov is waved in from second, and Ty Bell stays at third. Runners on the corner for Team Israel, and that makes it with 1 out. That starts to push the advantage back for Team Israel. It is now 4 runs. They are now 4 runs ahead of LA West with 1 runner and 1 out and runners on the bases. The pitcher is Daniel Spielman. That ball is down, but good movement by pitcher and catcher forces the runner to stay on third. So Raz Kolakowski with his 1 out RBI single is on first. Ty Bell remains on second. He got there from first on the RBI single. And Aviv Bobrov scored the run, and the score is 7-3 Team Israel. That ball once again is hit high. This might be playable, and it is. Runners are now forced to remain. No, that is a sacrifice. Fly for Daniel Spielman. Second out brings in Ty Bell, who tagged in and scored out from first base. Raz Kolakowski takes second on the throw. And Team Israel is now 8-3 with runner on second and 2 outs in the inning, and that is the second run charged to Bryce Lerner, and that who throws the strike to Idan Menashe. Idan 1 of 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And the run also, he also made the run, so he's probably want to get maybe an RBI single or an RBI double and check all the boxes. He won't make it on this one, and that is a passed ball, and that moves the runner, which is Raz, to third base, 90 feet away from home with 2 outs. So Joe Weinbeck is in charge of progressing, allowing the runner to reach third on a passed ball, and now he has this one not in the zone, so that is 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on third, 2 outs. Is also high, so that is yet again a 3-ball count. The 4th 3-ball count of the inning by Bryce Lerner, who must now find the zone with the runner close by. That would be grounded to third, who will take it himself, and it touches the base. That is a very, very fortunate occurrence. This saves a run and ends the inning. So 3 walks and a single makes it 2 runs, and the score is now 8-3 Team Israel. We go to the bottom of the 4th.
Money tie. Tommel. Next week I'm gonna try to catch it. Money time. Batteries, man. Is that right? It's so bad at that. Let's go, Roz. Run.
4th inning, and we have 7-3, 8-3, sorry, score. Pitcher remains to be Ty Kamon, and he is now facing Holden Newhouse, the former pitcher, and throws him a ball which Holden swings over and making the count 1-1. So Team Israel is now 8 runs out of 4 hits. That is another strike. While LA West are still on 3 runs, but obviously they have the bottom of the inning to take care of that. That won't be this case, as Holden Newhouse tries to swing over a pitch and misses. That would make it 2nd strikeout for Itai, 1st out of the inning. Ty came in as in relief in the last inning, and now he is now throwing to Ike Lieberman. Ike is 1 of 1, a walk and a strikeout, and now he faces Itai for the first time. Swings at that ball, which will be grounded by Guru Goldberg. A good throw to Daniel Spillman, 5-2-3 on the throw, and that is the 2nd out. So four pitches. Sorry, not more than 4 pitches. 6 pitches, 2 outs, and we are now with Jackson O'Neill. After last inning, I think a 1-2-3 inning would be most welcome by Team Israel, but that's his. Let's first see that happen. That ball is strike, and Jackson is also 0 from 1, grounded out and walked. Then wild stole base, wild pitch, and got home. So he also has a run to his name. He swings over a ball in the dirt, making the count 0-2. It does seem to be that Team LA West has came to this inning trying to swing at everything, and so far they have managed to strike out and ground out. Another swing would make it. Oh, that ball is too low. So it's 1-2. Another swing would obviously make it 1-2-3 inning. The first 1-2-3 inning we had in this game so far, which started about 2 hours ago. So 4 innings on 2 hours. That is, in this heat, I would say that is very, very unpleasant situation. But everyone seems to be holding up, including our equipment and the umpires and the cameras and the technicians and the players. So I would say let's play until somebody drops. Hopefully that won't happen. Swing, that was a bad swing by Jackson O'Neill, makes it 3rd strikeout for Itai Kamon in a 1-2-3 4th inning. Score remains 8-3, and we go to the top of the fifth.
Yeah, you know, stick around Epstein. I'll show you.
Top of the fifth here in Ra'anana, Israel, for this JCC Maccabia final game. Team Israel against Team LA West. Team Israel is now with a lead of 8 runs over 3. And the batter is now Ofri Sela. Ofri is 1 from 2 with 2 RBIs, 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning. He is facing Bryce Lerner. Bryce came in on the previous inning, and he's throwing 2 balls to Ofri. That is 2 balls, no strike count. After Ofri, it will be Gur Goldberg and Shai Hazoni and Itai Kamon if any one of them makes it to first base. That is third ball count, 3 ball count. I assume no swing would be taken. 3-0, making it a 4-0, which puts in the walk. 4th walk allowed by Bryce Lerner, and a leadoff walk to Team Israel, which can again make it very, very hard on the offensive team. The defensive team, sorry, and that would... Now we have Gur Goldberg, the batter, and he looks at the high ball, and that ball was thrown so far away that Ofri Sela could have run all the way to 3rd if he only knew, but he didn't, so he doesn't, and that is ball 1. Gur Goldberg. Gur has nothing from 1, hit by pitch and fielder's choice, reached home twice, so he has 2 runs, and he swings over that one, makes 1 and 1. So far, as I said, 4 hits for Team Israel. That is Aviv Bobrok with a double, Raz Kolakowski with a single, Daniel Spilman with a single, and Ofri Sela with a single. Almost all of them made all hits, got 3 out of the 4 hits ended with an RBI. The remainings were by errors and fielder's choice and all that kind. And now the coach comes in, and basically it looks like he tells his pitcher, listen, you are staying here, you're not going anywhere. So the more strikes you throw, the faster you might get to sit in the shade, in the bench, and get a drink of water. If you don't throw strikes, well, it's gonna be a long day. 3-ball count.
3 balls.
I think it says 3 balls here, but I have it 2 and 1. And that is low, and that was 3 balls, so that makes it a 5th walk by Bryce Lerner and the second in this. And now we actually have a very cool breeze coming in, and it does seem to be yeah, that would be a relief. So yeah, it's not you stay here until your hands fall off, but you basically stay here and we will have somebody else instead. And that somebody else is Ike Lieberman, who moves in from second base, and we will give him a few minutes to warm up, and we will be right back. All right, so we have a new pitcher for LA West. That is Ike Lieberman, formerly the shortstop. Bryce Lerner is moving to shortstop. We have JC Abrams at first, and at third that is, sorry, Holden Newhouse is the third baseman. Now, Bryce Lerner has thrown an inning plus, 5 walks, 1 hit, 2 runs at the moment. He is responsible for the runners at first and second, and Ike Lieberman would have to contain them while he's throwing with no outs at the innings. This first pitch, first strike, and the second pitch is a ball, so that is one ball, 1 strike. 31 pitches for Bryce Lerner. He did not throw anything else, so everything he did was 1 hit, and everything else was walks. And that ball is a wild pitch, which Bryce Lerner did not throw a wild pitch, but Ike Lieberman just did, and that moves the runners to second and third, while pitch moves Gur Goldberg to second, and Ofri Sela is now on third, and with no outs, Shai Hazoni, who is on base and nothing, 0 from 2 with a run and an RBI, believe it or not. He was in charge of, or maybe 0 of 1 if that first safety squeeze, suicide squeeze was a sacrifice. Okay, so Holden Newhouse is on third, and somebody else is on somebody else is on shortstop. I don't know whom. And well, I'm truly apologize. I didn't get any changes, so I'm basically going by shirt numbers. That is low and ball 3, and that count is now 3-2. Okay, we'll just have to call it out as they go along, and ball is low, so that is a third walk of the inning. First walk allowed by Ike, and bases are now loaded. And score is 8-3, so with no run, no outs, and bases loaded, Itai Kamun, who comes now to bat for himself, can definitely make a serious dent in the aspiration of LA West to make it all the way to the 5th inning. If they manage to, they need Team Israel need 5 runs to make it a 5-inning games. But first, they would of course need to score the first one, and that is Bob 1 for Itai Kamon. So Ike Lieberman comes in and throws balls. That is the second one, so he already threw. He threw 8 pitches, 6 of them were out of the zone, and maybe even 9, but Shai Hazdoni swung at one, making it a 6-2. That is also a ball. 3-0 for the batter. Next ball, that is the next ball, moves in the runner, so 4th consecutive walk makes, and second for the new pitcher, makes it 9-3, as Itai Kamon is now on first, Shai Hazoni on second, Gur Goldberg on third, and Ofri Sela has now moved home. Bases are still loaded, and now it is Aviv Bobrov. Aviv is 1 from 2, a double, a walk, 2 RBIs, and a run. So he definitely checked all boxes. He looks at the low ball, so that is seventh ball out of the zone in a row. And he swings at that one. Probably was in a good ball to swing at, but he fouled it. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, bases loaded. You can definitely see the body language of the players for LA West. It is hot, it is warm here, and Aviv Bobrov has just been hit, making it 10-3. Because that hit by pitch pushes Gur Goldberg home, 2nd run, so that ends the book on Bryce Lerner. 4 runs allowed, and that is his tally. So he threw in 1 pitch, 1 inning plus, 1 hit, 4 runs, 5 walks, and now it is Shai Hazoni on third, Itai Kamon on second, Aviv Bobrov on first. And it is now Ty Bell. Ty Bell is reached on an arrow, struck out, and walked. He also has the run. No hits at the moment. Sees ball low, making it, I think, 3-1, but I'm waiting for the official. And that is also in, so that was 2-2. Okay, yeah, that was 2-2, and that is now 3-2. So third 3-ball count, then second full count, and that is another walk, and he just walked in another runner, making Tybell gets his first RBI. We have this third walk by Ike Lieberman and the fifth overall. The only one who didn't walk was Aviv Bobrov, who was hit by pitch. That pushes Aviv to second, Itai to third, and Shai home. And this is basically let's get it over. I don't know what's the plan of LA West, but it does have the feeling of let's get it over with. 2 more runs and we go to bat in the bottom of the fifth and get this game over with. Score is now 11-3. That is an 8 runs deficit for LA West. They have some sort of discussion over there. I really do not know what are they discussing, but at this point it does feel as if LA West is waving the white flag, but you cannot count anyone out. Just for the record, time now is temperature is now, according to my is about temperature is still in the high 90s. It says here 31, but it feels like 35, which means basically the players are standing in a field that feels like 95 degrees Fahrenheit, as Raz is swinging at this ball, and he is now first. I think this is the first time the pitcher was ahead of the batter in this inning, which no balls and 2 strikes. This one is fair, and this one will be out as another run comes in. That is 5-3, and the first out would make it 12-3. The out pushes Ty Bell to second, Aviv Bobrov to third, and Itai Kamun gets home, and that is an RBI ground out for Raz, and the first out of the inning, and we are 2 outs away from the end of this, but the score is only 12-3. Team Israel is really keen on getting that third. No, they progressed. Yeah. So the batter now is Daniel Spielman. He is the 8th batter of the inning, and he sees a low ball, and that is once again a full count. So he struck out, singled on the third, then sacrificed. He has a single hit, a run, and an RBI. So bases are loaded and strikeout, says the umpire. That is interesting. I don't think Daniel agrees with that, but that is still what the call is, and that is a strikeout. First strikeout for Ike Lieberman, and the 5th strikeout overall for LA West, and now it is with two outs, runners on second and third. Idan Menashe is the extra hitter, and he would be very, very happy to score a few runs of his own, but that ball is high and would be caught and is caught, and nine players, nine Israeli players have came into bat. And 5 walks and one hit by pitch filled the bases and pushed in 4 runs. Score now is 12-3, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Nine. Bottom of the 5th here in Ra'anana. This game is very, very one-sided, 12-3, but we will play on. 4 runs came in the top of the 5th, and LA West will now have Zach Hauser, Jesse Abrams, and Joe Weinbach batting. Team Israel will relieve Itai Kamon on the mound. There have been a few changes. Daniel Spielman is now on third base. Ty Bell remains at the shortstop. Ofri Sela and Shai Hazoni are still in the outfield, so everything else remains as it is. Zach Hauser, single and a walk, so he's 1 from 2. Got into a run. Now he gets his third base. That is a single to the right. And he is safe at first, so he is now 2 for 2 with 2 runs and a walk. And he is now followed by Jesse Abrams. Jesse Abrams. No, that's not Jesse Abrams. That is Jesse Abrams, and he is also safe, it does seem, in outfield, and that is another single moving Zach Hauser to second.
Hey, come on, Meule!
And with 2 runners on base and no out, it is now Joe Weinbach who is batting. 3 balls and 2 singles already in the inning. Joe Weinbach is now looking at the ball down. That is 1 ball, no strikes. We are set for again a 7-inning game. This will definitely have a 6. I do not know if we'll have a 7. And that ball is swung out and fly to right. A good catch by Ofrisela, and all the runners must come back for the first out. Runners stay put, and we have 1 out in the inning. Score, as I said, very, very one-sided. Team Israel leads on 12-3 at this stage in the game. The only question is whether or not Team LA West managed to keep the game alive in order to maybe bite or nibble the deficit, and that is a ball to Zach Goldstein. Zach has fielder's choice in the 2nd inning and walked in the 3rd. No runs, no RBI. Swings at the 2nd pitch he sees and fouls it back, so count is 1-1. Team Israel has sent in 3 pitchers. The first one, Daniel Spillman, lasted 2 innings. Second one, 2/3 of an inning, and now it is Itai Kamoun starting his 2nd inning in relief. And that ball is high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Technically he is now 1 inning at 2/3, but assuming he will finish this one, making it 2 1/3. Runners are JC Abrams at first, Zach Hauser at 2nd. Swing by Zach Goldstein. That ball will leave the premises, and it is a foul. So 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, 2 balls, 2 strike, high, 3 balls, 2 strike. So first 3-ball count since the 3rd inning for Itai Kamoun. Itai has been excellent in the 4th inning. 2 strikeouts and a 1-2-3 inning. A little slightly less perfect this time. You can definitely see the wind blowing as Itai throws this ball high, and that is his 2nd walk, first walk of the inning. 2nd walk, you can hear the wind in the speakers, and you can see the wind moving our camera, but this is hopefully would not cause any issues in the broadcast. So we have now runners on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Bases are loaded. Zach Goldstein on 1st, Jesse Abrams on 2nd, and Zach Hauser on 3rd. The batter is Bobby Davis. It's a long way, then he swings over that ball and swings and misses. Davis is nothing from 2 walks and a ground out, so he's 0 from 1. He has runners on 3rd bases, hits that one, which goes high and will be caught. All the runners need to go back, and that would make it 2 outs. A good catch, a 2nd good catch by Ofrisela. 2nd good catch by Ofrisela makes it 2 outs. Runners remain put. The catch was close, too close for Zach Hauser to attempt to get home, so no sacrifice fly for LA West. If this scores remains there, it would be a very, very interesting escape maneuver, but it won't be. That ball will be fair, and that would bring in at least 1 run, just 1 run, as Sammy Roten parks on 1st base. Everyone else moves 1 base ahead. That means an RBI single for Sammy. Zach moves home. Jesse Abrams to third, Jack Goldstein to second, and Sami Rutten with his first hit makes it 12-4. And now we have once again a meeting on the mound. Maybe mistakenly. No changes, no nothing. Just an attaboy and take care and don't worry and we'll pick you up. And it's 12-4. So at this stage, Team LA West is just keeps on keeping on. They will force. They already forced the 6th inning by holding Team Israel to 4 runs. This just makes it a certainty. And Team Israel, with 2 outs, have runners on first, second, and third. And Itai Kamun just threw what appears to be a ball. We will see a 6th inning. Whether or not we will see a 7th is yet to be known. Team Israel needs 4 runs. 2 runs, sorry, to makes it a 10-run game. The LA West obviously wants to makes it. That is a swinging strike, and that is swinging strike at the ball and in the ground, and which makes it 1-1. No, sorry, nothing in 2. Okay, that's my mistake. And that is swung at and hit and will fall for a base hit. 2 runs in. The 3rd run is waved home. Well, not exactly waved. And the 3 and the 2 bases clearing double for Holden Newhouse makes this game a 12-7 game. So whatever plans was, whatever we had in plan, you can scratch it. This game will definitely see a 7th, and that would be. So that is a bases clearing, 3 RBIs on the double for Holden Newhouse. Sent home Jesse Abrams, Zach Goldstein, and Sami Rutten. And with a runner on second and 2 outs, it is Ike Lieberman once again who has the pleasure of trying to not be the last out. He sees the ball outside the zone. So score now is 12-7 after, and that is again out of the zone. That is 2 balls and no strikes, 4 runs in the inning for Team LA West, makes it a 5-run game. So everything is situation is slightly improved, let's just say, and that is looked like a strike, but umpire does not move, makes it. So this is ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's see what we get now. That is a strike, so that was, sorry, 3 balls, 1 strike. I don't know why it was Ike Lieberman was faking bunt on 3-0. I don't even think anyone bought it. But still, swings at this one and will make contact, and that will drop all the way. That is the farthest thing to go. 1 runner is in. Ike Lieberman running all the way from first. He will be stopped at third. It slides into base. He doesn't have to. This is a triple all the way, and the score is now 12-8, a 4-run game. It was 9 runs away, and now it is a 4-run game. Ike Lieberman drives in the 5th run of the inning and places himself at third base with 2 runs. With 2 outs. Everything has been so far, I think, Yeah, Alderaan came in with 2 outs in the inning, and I think that seems to be the final nail in the coffin of the tenure of Itai Kamun, but we will wait for the official word.
Oh my God, it's a green bean.
Get out of it here.
Done.
We have a new pitcher, that is Shai Hazoni. He is relieving Itai Kamun. Itai threw 2 innings, and Shai is now allowing Jackson O'Neill a hit, and that would go all the way to the back, and everyone is running, and once again they ask the runner to drop, and that would be another triple once again to the deepest corridors of the outfield, and the second triple in a row makes it now. Second triple in a row makes it now 12-9. So 6 runs in the inning, all of them credited to Itai Kamun. So Itai Kamun has thrown 45 pitches, allowed 4 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and is now relieved. And this, and now Zach Hauser will come to bat, makes it officially team LA West has batted around. So we have the nice chore of replacing the numbers on every inning from this point forward. This is now a 3-run game, believe it or not. It was a 9-run game, but has now became a 3-run with 6 runs coming in the 5th inning. The pitcher is Shai Hazoni. He's a righty, and he is Uh, I think no other changes were made in the outfield or infield. So Yoav Bell is on left field. Ofri Sela is now on center. Stav Yanovsky, right fielder. Infield is Aviv Bobrov, Gur Goldberg, Ty Bell, and Daniel Spillman. Kolakowski, Raz is still the catcher. And the batter, as I said, is Zach Hauser. Team LA West has indeed better around. A strike registered at the bat. And we basically have a 3-run game now. Team Israel has dropped what was a game-ending advantage, and they are now at basically at a holding position, 3 runs away from their rivals. This ball is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. If this score remains the same, then we will I believe we will definitely have a 6 and a 7. Just remains to be seen. Well, who will be leaving this game up? And a good catch by Stav Yanovsky. That will end the inning. So a fly out to the right makes it 3rd out, and that after 10 of LA West's batters came to play. 7 of them reached first base or further. 6 of them scored. 1 of them has left stranded on third. That makes it a 12-9 and a 3-out in a 3-run game. And this means we will see a 6th and probably a 7th inning. Stay with us. top of the sixth inning here in Ranana. Baseball for the JCC Maccabia, and we are now 12-9. Who would have believed that? Just a while ago, I was thinking about whether or not we would see a sixth inning. And lo and behold, we are not only in the sixth, we would probably see a seventh. And if this trend will continue, then we might even not see a different team on top. At the moment, Jackson O'Neill has come into pitch. Jackson is a lefty, and he is throwing the ball to one Ofri Sella. Ofri is now 2 strikes in the hole, looking and swinging at a foul. Jackson has relieved Ike Lieberman. Ike threw 29 pitches for 1 hit, allowed no hits, 2 runs on 3 walks, 1 strikeout. And a wild pitch. And a hit Batman. Sorry. Now that's another strike, says the umpire, and okay, that was not a 2-0, 1-2 count. It's a 2-1 count, and now it's a 2-2. And now it is 3-2. Once again, according to, I'm looking at somebody else's count, and somebody missed the pitch, but now it is 3-2, and now it is a payoff pitch, and now it is swung, and that would not make, the outfield will not make it, and oh my God, the runner was just all over himself. And that is a ground rule double. That is a ground rule double, and the ball went out of the hands of the player. The runner basically slid into first base, almost slid out of the game, but finally he managed to pull himself and get to second. He would have gotten to second anyway, as that is a ground rule double. So the game is stopped, and once again we have a meeting of the minds on the mound. May happen. Take it, it's really and the wind has picked up, and it's actually a cooler wind. It's but it's still extremely scorching right now. The temperature, it says it feels like it's not only hot, it actually says it feels warmer. So you may, if anyone is looking at us, just open your oven and put next to you so you feel the heat. A runner on second, that is Ofri Sella, and Gur Goldberg will now face him. Gur Goldberg, 3 runs, and that ball is caught, and now the runner must run back, and he is doubled. Let's say, was too adventurous, so that is a double play, 7-4. So a fly out to left, and then double down. The runner was not even halfway, was trying to, didn't estimate the catch and went too far and couldn't come back. So now with 2 outs, it is Shai Hazoni who is now the batter. Shai is, and by the way, that is the first time Goldberg did not make it to first base and to home base. And Shai Hazoni has also reached 3 times, spilled the choice on a bunt or a sacrifice, an E9 and a walk. So he is looking for his first hit. We're mentioning Team Israel, despite leading 12-9, is only 5 hits to 8. So most of their runs were made by errors, walks, hit by pitches, sacrifices, and so on. Well, we did see a very effectively offensive inning by Team LA West in the bottom of the 5th, which got them 6 runs, all of them on hits. That ball is high, and that count is now 3-2 for Shai Hazoni. And if, and assuming Shai would not get out, then it will be Itai Kamun following him. Itai is 0 from 1, strikeout, 2 walks, 1 run. Time has ended, and the pitch is now about to be delivered. Strikeout, says the umpire, and that is a very good call for LA West. They managed one hit, which was immediately erased on a double play, and a strikeout, making it the minimum. 3 batters in, 3 batters out. And the score is now 12-9. Team LA West can go to the to the bottom half of the 6th inning in a position to maybe even think about tying the game, maybe even getting the lead. We will see you. Stay with us.
Almost there, Rosie boys. Oh my God. Jeez. Come on. Block it. Two. Hey, your time, your time.
All right, the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 6th here at the Ezra Schwartz Memorial Baseball Grounds. And we have this game, which was locked down tight, is now on the verge. Team Israel is now on the verge of getting one hell of an upset. 12-3 was the score, and now it is 12-9. Batter is JC Abrams after Team LA West batted around 10 batters came to bat. So he is the only one who did not bat. So he gets he was the first, the second, the third. He was the second batter in the 5th inning, so he didn't get to bat a second time. And now he gets his chances. The score is now, the count is now 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Connection is made, but to the shortstop, that's Tybell. The throw is good, 6-3, and that is the first out. A very, let's just hope for everyone that is going to be a clean inning. Again, this is an exciting and competitive game. However, I am very worried for the players who are basically standing for almost 3 hours in the heat. So for them, I hope this game ends soon. For myself, I can see another 3 or 4 innings. So the batter was Joe Weinbach, and he gets himself a single to left field, and that is the first base runner of the 6th inning. The pitcher is still Shai Hazoni. He threw 6 pitches in the bottom of the bottom of the 5th. Got a triple and the last out, and he is now 1 out in and a runner on first. That ball is not in the zone, says the umpire, and that is 1 ball, no strikes. We have been playing for almost 3 hours here for JCC baseball. It was a game, originally it was very, very one-sided. That ball is hit high. It will be caught by the shortstop, that's Tybell, making sure he secures the out. So 2 out and the runner on first. First inning, we were 0-0 game, but then Team Israel got 3 runs in, answered by 1 run by LA West. Team Israel came to the 3rd inning, 3 runs in, 2 by LA West. That made the score 6-3. 2 runs in the 4th and 4 runs in the top of the 5th made it a 12-3 game, but Team LA West answered with 6 runs in the bottom of the 5th. So the score is now 12-9, and we are at the bottom of the 6th. And the batter is now Bobby Davis. Bobby Davis, not 0 from 2 with 2 walks. Looks at the ball down. No progress. No, there is a progress by the runner. Safe, says the umpire. So the runner will be safe on a wild pitch. So with 2 outs, we have runner on second base. That is, oh, here it says Bobby Davis, but now I realize the number is different. It is somebody else. It says here Weinbach. Well, I was not informed of that. Okay, oh, sorry. Now, okay, Joe Weinbach is the runner on second. Bobby Davis is the pitcher, is the batter on the plate. And that is another attempt, and that would be safe once again. The runner has stolen third, so a single puts him on first. Wild pitch to second. Stolen base puts Joe Weinbach on third. And 3 balls in. 3 balls in, we have a runner 90 feet away with 2 outs. This might prove to be interesting as Bobby Davis walks, and that would be the first walk allowed by Shai. And the 10th walked overall allowed by Team Israel, and once again everyone is congregating on the mound for what would be apparently a relief of Shai Hazoni. So once again we're going to have a new pitcher, and we will see who he is and be back with you in a moment. 3 hours of baseball are just about to be played here in Ra'anana. So the bottom of the 6th continues momentarily.
Sammy.
get hit. 5 shekels, he gets hit. He's got hit 5 times.
New pitcher in, that is Yair Hockhauser. He relieves Shai Hazoni. The rest of the outfield is as follows. The rest of the defense is as follows. Yair Bell at left, Ofri Sela center, Daniel Spielman at right, Aviv Bobrov is on first, Go Goldberg second, Itai Kamon on third, Ty Bell remains second on shortstop, and Raz Kolakovsky is still the catcher. Batter is now Sami Rutten. Sami is 1 from 2, a strikeout, a single, a run, 2 hit by pitches, and he fouls this one. Nothing in 2. Shai Hazoni threw 18 pitches for 1 inning, spread it over 2 hits, 1 walk. He is responsible for the runner at third, that is Joe Weinbach, and for Bobby Davis at first. 2 outs in the inning, 2 runners on bases, and a ball up, which makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joe Weinbach is on third, single, wild pitch, stolen base. Bobby Davis at first, a walk. And the score is still 12-9, and that is a swing, that is a drop, third strike, but no issue. Catcher Raz finds Aviv at second, so drop strike, 2-3 on the third out. That ends the 6th inning, which means Team Israel is now coming to bat at the top of the 7th. Last inning would be Team Israel batting, trying to extend the lead, get himself an insurance run or 2, and then Los Angeles West will bat for the game. But that's all coming in the 7th. Right now, the score is still 12-9, and we will take a short break.
Alex.
7th inning here in Ra'anana. This has been a very exciting game. Team Israel has managed to prevent Team LA West from cutting the lead any closer, and now it is a 3-run game here in the 7th. 3 outs both sides, 6 outs to go. Nothing has changed on the field, nothing has changed on the line, on the order, so we are having Itai Kamoun then Aviv Bobrov and Ty Bell. The count now is, I think, 2-2. Yes, it was 2-2, and now it is strike 3, and Itai is out. And that would be the second strikeout. It's really interesting. There have not been many strikeouts, but for some reason they were always consecutive. Well, not always, but a lot of times they were consecutive. This is the second strikeout made by Jackson O'Neill, still the pitcher for LA West, and that is a very, very good catch. A line out to short that makes Aviv Bobrov a victim of the second out. That ball had a single base hit written him all over the place. Unfortunately for Team Israel, that is, I believe, looks like number 18. There's no number 18. So whomever is at shortstop has made fine work of it, caught it on the move. And now it is 2 outs, and Team Israel really are looking for that insurance runs, 3 runs. Well, they came back from a 9-run deficit, so they still have the 3 runs advantage. They would really, really need that extra run just to make it a little bit more of a breathing room. Ty Bell swings at this ball, fouls it up. It will drop in the third into center field, and that is, believe it or not, a 1-2-3 inning, which ends the 7th. Team Israel comes in, cannot extend the lead. That is a fast and furious, and we will now have number 3, 4, and 5, Holden Newhouse, Ike Lieberman, Jackson O'Neill. They are 3 runs ahead. Israel is 3 runs ahead. Team LA West must make those 3 runs in order to win. This is it. The bottom of the 7th, the final inning. Team Israel can save their game. Team LA West can win it here. 1 team to win, 1 inning, 3 outs, and we will stay with this broadcast as we continue to wait for the teams to take the field. It has been quite a game, I have to say. About over 3 hours of play. We have started this game at 10:40 local time. That is 3 hours and 5 minutes ago. So we are basically in. This has been a 6.5 innings so far. So we are way into weird territory for what is a 7-inning play. 12 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors for Team Israel. 9 runs for 9 hits and 2 errors for LA West. The 3 errors were made by the other team, of course. There have been just for a few of the statistics, the team LA West have struck out 7 batters and allowed 10 walks. Team Israel has struck out 6 and allowed 10 walks. So 20 walks on this game so far. That is a lot. There have been definitely a few hit by pitches. According to my count, it's 2 for each side. So quite an active game. A lot of base running, a lot of runners left on base. A total of 5 hits for Team Israel, but they've made a lot of ground on everything else, including the runs and the walks and the hit by pitches. Most of the run for Team LA West Side was made by the hit, like a 6 consecutive hits in the bottom of the 5 gave them 6 runs. And now we will have one sport, I hope for the final time, a meeting on the minds in the mound mayhap. All the players coming to their pitcher, they tell him, dude, just throw the ball over the plate, we'll take care of the rest. And so it has come to this. 3 outs to go, 3 runs for tie, 4 runs for the win. Yair Hockhauser is the pitcher. The batter is Holden Newhouse. Holden is 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a 3-run double. He also has a run, ticking all the boxes, taking first pitch. And he will now await the second. Bat held high. He's taking the second pitch, and that is second strike. Yair Hockhauser is playing for the save, mind you. If he manages to secure that, it will be at this moment. I think that was a ball. At this moment, Daniel Spillman is still, believe it or not, in line for the win. I think. I have not made sure to. I didn't check it exactly, but we'll see. Anyway, 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs in the inning. Strike! And that is, once again, second consecutive strike for Yair Hockhauser. And that is the first out. And we are 2 outs away from the Team Israel win. And you can hear the clapping and the cheering of the audience, friends, families, and the other members of teams. I think the Team Blue, who won the previous game, is also sitting. That ball is low and down, and that is ball 1. 3 runs for the tie, 4 runs for the win, 2 outs for the save, and the win by Team Israel. This is the final game of what has been a very laborious tournament. We had 5 teams playing 1 and 2 games a day for 5 days. Time games with ties. Ball is in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike against Ike Lieberman. Ike is 1 for 3 with a walk, a triple, and the RBI, and also a run. Once again, checking all the boxes. He sees this ball down. 2 balls, 1 strike. Eventually, after the smoke cleared, 2 teams, that was Team Green and Team Blue, who came in as the number 3 and 4. Team Blue took that one, and they will be winning the bronze medal. And this is for the gold and the silver. That ball is not a strike, apparently. I did not see the umpire wave his hand, so that would be ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike against Ike Lieberman. Strike, says the umpire, full count. We have Daniel Rebluski as the home plate umpire, Marco Hansel at first base, Uri Shani as at third base. That is our 3-umpire cadre for this game, the final of the JCC Maccabia tournament. That ball, I really don't know what happened. Maybe the batter asked for time. It does appear to be, because that would have been the payoff pitch, so apparently the throw does not count, as the batter asked for time and received it. And this one in the zone! Strike 3, says the umpire. 3rd strike in a row, 2nd out. And this is the final out, 1 out away. The batter throws the ball, throws down the bat in upset. No. The umpire is going to tell the coach to take care of his guys. 1 out away from what has been a very, very exciting game. 12-3 was the score after 4.5 innings. 12-9 after 5. 1 out away from a victory here in the JCC Maccabia baseball tournament. And the batter is Jackson O'Neill, the pitcher. He is 1 from 3, a triple, an RBI, a run, and a walk. And he looks at the ball. He is the only left-handed batter in the lineup, looking over the throw from his compatriot Yair Hockhauser, a lefty on lefty. No swing and no movement by the umpire. That is a ball. So the count is, we'll wait for the next pitch. That is also low, so the count is indeed 2 balls, 1 strike. Jackson O'Neill has not moved the bat away from his shoulder. He's letting the pitcher pitch. He's looking for that pitch in the zone, something to hit, something to move. Strike, says the umpire, and this means Team Israel is 1 strike away from winning this tournament. What began as a competitive game turned into a rout, and all of a sudden turned back into a competitive game. 3 runs away, 1 strike left in this tournament. Everything lies on this one pitch. The count is 1-2, swung out. It will reach Tybell. Tybell doesn't make it, and the runner is safe. The throw too high. It made it safe to shortstop. Shortstop threw the ball to maybe the excitement, maybe the knowing that this is the final out of the game, and the runner makes it to first base safely. So now it is back to square, 2 outs and runner on first. This is Zach Hauser. Zach is 2 for 3, a double, a single, a walk, 3 runs, and he is now waiting his turn at the bat. No swing and a strike, says the umpire, so that once again puts it on 1-1. The batter hits the bat at the ground, looking at the pitcher. The ball is thrown, that is a bit high, so that would make it. And now it was an error on the shortstop, so that makes it a 2-1 count against the batter. Swung out but fell down once again. LA West are down to their final strike. Team Israel is 1 strike away from securing, winning, and taking the title of this JCC tournament against LA West, who has been more than an apt competitor in this game. Swung out, fouled back. We will do it again. They cannot take. If there's one thing we have already learned about Team LA West is you can't stay down. They can't hold them down. They will keep on bouncing back. Jesse Abrams will be the next batter if Zach Hauser can continue. 3 runs deficit, 1 strike to go. That ball is too high and the count is pulled. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, anything can happen. The next ball will move the runners. We'll put runners on first and second. The next strike will end the game. Anything between then and it's anyone's game. 3-2. 2 outs, runner on first, 3-run deficit, and the ball goes. Okay, that's one way of trying to end the game, finish it on the bases, but no, I think let's throw the ball to home, focus on the runner. The runner on first means nothing. It is, even if he reaches home, that is only 12-10. Team Israel needs to get the out, and they won't get it. That is a walk. That is the most frustrated walk I have ever seen in my life. Zach Hauser was really, really wanting to strike that ball, get the runner ahead. He will get the runner moving, but just 1 base. I really think he thought about. So as you can see, Zach Hauser apparently had the thinking of a 2-run home run or something. Tossed down the bat, and Team LA West has been warned. So they would have to be very, very careful with their. Let's just call them histrionics in the future. But there's not much of a future. We have This is the final out. I remind you, 2 strikeouts in the inning, an error and a walk. Now we have runners on first, run or second. The tie run is coming to the plate. The time run is coming to the plate. You cannot cut this any finer. Jesse Abrams, 1-for-3, lined out to third, walked, single, then got in and made it home for his only run and ground out to shortstop. He's definitely looking to swing. He's definitely looking to make contact. He does neither, and the umpire calls this a strike. And you can definitely hear the roaring of the kids on the bases. Team, everyone is on their feet. Nobody is sitting down. This game is going down to the wire. Still a 3-run game. That ball has been reached by Aviv Bobrov, who takes it to the bank, and the ball game is over. Team Israel does it, coming 12 runs to 9, winning the JCC tournament, and they are the winners. It has been close, it has been tied, but it is final. Daniel Spielman will get it make it with the win. Holden Newhouse is unfortunately losing this game, and Yair Okhauser with the save. This has been anything you could ask for a final game. 12 runs to 9. It was close. It was less close at the halfway point, and then one team, which is LA West, made it much closer than you think. But it has been finished, and it is in the books. 12-9, Team Israel, the U17 team, is the winner of this JCC Maccabia. I've been Eres Schatz, and I had the pleasure of broadcasting this game for you. I will definitely see you in the next tournament, or maybe in the next league game. But until then, it's been a happy occasion, a very hard occasion, but it ended with a high note. 12-9 is Team Israel taking the win. And we will see you next time. Same baseball channel, same baseball time. Goodbye.